시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 더 리더 김주영입니다. 유럽의 작은 나라 에스토니아가 수년간 급속도로 성장하며 발틱의 호랑이로 떠올랐습니다. 특히 부가가치가 높은 에너지 개발에 주력하며 에너지 강국으로 주목받고 있는데요. 청정 수소 에너지부터 풍력, 원자력까지 넷제로 달성을 위해 정부 차원에서 대대적인 투자를 아끼지 않고 있습니다. 오늘 더 리더에서는 에스토니아 의회 환경위원회 요코알랜더 위원장을 모시고 에스토니아의 에너지 정책을 엿보고 한국 기업과의 협력 가능성에 대해 자세한 얘기 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 바쁘신 가운데 출연해 주셔서 고맙습니다. 먼저 에스토니아에 대해서 소개를 해 주시고요. 현재 환경위원회 위원장을 하시기 전에 에너지 기후부 장관 직책을 역임하셨는데 주로 어떤 일들을 하셨는지 궁금합니다.
Hello, I'm very happy to be here with you. Estonia is a small country in the north of Europe. And as climate minister, my responsibility was to work with the policies for environment protection and green transition, also how to have clean, affordable and secure energy.
유럽연합이 2050년까지 탄소 배출을 제로로 만드는 계획을 수립했습니다. 에스토니아도 이를 실현하기 위해 민관이 협력해 다양한 에너지 기술 개발을 진행하고 있다고요.
We do want to keep the living environment also for the next generation. So we also have put together a climate law which will show how fast Estonia can transition to clean energy and to a clean economy in all sectors. And this means we really need public-private partnerships. Together we have put together this law proposition and now it is up to the parliament to approve it.
에스토니아는 풍력 발전을 비롯한 재생에너지를 특히 적극 활용하고 있는데요. 에스토니아의 풍력 발전의 현황과 계획에 대해서 말씀 부탁드립니다.
Yes, Estonia is very active in the renewables development. Energy is the main sector where we have emissions. We have been dependent on our local oil shale for energy production. But in the recent years, thanks to the European policies and to our decisions to transition to clean energy, we have been developing very much both the wind power, the solar power and also biomass. So recently we have about 63% of the power generated from renewables. And this is divided in thirds. A third of this is wind power, a third is solar, and a third is the biomass. When it comes to wind power, we have huge potential still. We have installed at the moment about 200 windmills, wind turbines. We would need another about 200 to 400, depending on the efficiency and the volumes. And we have a goal that the Parliament has set that by 2030 we want to produce the same amount of energy with renewables as we are consuming. So this is our main goal.
에스토니아는 청정 수소 에너지에도 높은 관심을 두고 있어 2022년 국가 주도의 수소 협의체를 설립한 것으로 알고 있는데요. 설립 3년이 지난 지금까지의 성과가 궁금합니다.
I want to also first go back to a previous question that when it comes to renewables, it is also important the security aspect, that if you have renewable energy, it is local. Also, you can, together with the energy production, you can have new businesses, you can have new industries. So this is also important, and of course, for people and for businesses, most important is that renewables are the cheapest energy. But also, of course, to come to hydrogen, we see this as an important future energy carrier. And this, to meet our ambitious climate goals and the energy targets that we have set with Europe and for our country, that we do need to scale up green hydrogen production. And it is possible when we have abundant renewable energy. So these go hand in hand. And we see great potential for the use of green hydrogen and to reduce the greenhouse gas and air pollutant emissions. And also in these coming decades, for example, in maritime traffic, also in heavy-duty transport, also aviation, and where it means that the masses and the volumes and the long charging times would exclude the use of the battery power. So to have necessary volumes to operate at hydrogen at the industrial scale, we do need a dynamic regional market. We have, since 2020, committed about 145 million euros to this development of these hydrogen-related projects, and this is together the European finance and the Estonian local finance. And we also have in 23 adopted our first national hydrogen roadmap. And in line with the EU legislation, Estonia is planning to build at least 3 hydrogen refueling stations also along this European roads 10T core network by 2030.
에스토니아는 풍부한 오일 셰일 자원을 활용해 전력 등 에너지를 생산하고 있는데요. 일반적인 오일 추출에 비해서 탄소 배출에 실제 얼마나 도움이 된다고 보시는지요?
Yes, while we historically have been relying for about 100 years already on the local oil shale, it is actually a very expensive way to generate electricity. And also, of course, it is giving a huge impact on the nature, on the living environment, and also there are health hazards. So we want to step by step transition away from oil shale and to go to renewables. But also, of course, this transition cannot happen overnight. We go step by step. And recently we have been taking steps to modernize our energy system to be more sustainable. And now, according to the World Energy Council, Estonia actually ranks 7th globally in energy sustainability among 126 countries. So it is a huge improvement, 60 steps only in 10 years. So this remarkable progress is largely due to the reduction in electricity production from oil shale and the rapid increase in renewable. And since 2019, Estonia has seen a sharp rise in the solar power installations. You think maybe Estonia is very northern, we don't have that much sun, like Korea, for example, but still we have sun, and solar energy is very cheap and can be locally installed. And it's a strong expansion also in the wind energy. It's expected also in the coming years. And last year was very successful for wind energy, and we have several new capacities added. So when wind is blowing and the sun is shining, also our electricity prices are very low already.
탄소 배출을 줄이기 위해서 앞으로 어떤 계획을 추가적으로 준비를 하고 계신가요?
Of course, together with the renewables, you always need storage. You need the battery capacities. Here we are also working with some Korean companies. And also you need dispatchable capacities that you can turn off and turn on. And other sectors, we see also important transportation. We have very sparsely populated countries, so we need a lot of sustainable transport. We are building this huge rail network to Europe called the Rail Baltica. So it is coming from Estonia and going to the south via Latvia, Lithuania, Poland. So this is very important for us also.
에스토니아를 비롯한 발트 3국이 올해 2월 러시아 벨라루스 전력 시스템으로부터 완전히 독립했고 폴란드를 통해 유럽 대륙 전력망에 연결됨으로써 EU의 영내 에너지 시장으로의 통합에 성공했다는 소식이 들려왔는데요. 그 의미에 대해서도 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Yes, we in Estonia, we have not been buying electricity from Russia already since about 2010, but we still, from historical experience, we had a connection to the Russian and Belarusian grid for keeping stability in the system. But we decided already when joining European Union in 2004 that we need to not be dependent on the Russian grid. And the preparations took a lot of time. They took over 10 years, maybe 15 years, and there were huge investments in all countries, in Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. And we really strengthened our grid to be very safe. And now we took the historic step in February. We disconnected from the Russian grid and we joined the mainland Europe grid. And this means that we are also energy-wise now independent and our grids have become much stronger.
에너지 안보와 균형을 위해 다른 국가와 에너지 교류를 확대하는 방안도 더불어서 고민하고 계신지 궁금합니다.
Yes, Estonia is actively looking to expand energy cooperation with other countries. And also in Europe we have a common electricity market, and this is good because a bigger market you can optimize better for better prices and better energy security. And also given the challenge posed by the Russian war and the need to reduce the dependency on fossil fuels, Estonia has been pursuing some key initiatives. We have big offshore projects in the whole of Europe, and specifically in Estonia we are working with the Latvians on the Elwind offshore wind farm. It's a joint venture for renewable electricity production. We also have, as mentioned previously, the hydrogen cooperation also with Korea. And it's very important for us to have Korean actually very great competence in this field, and this is also why we are here with a delegation to look into future projects.
이번에는 한국 기업과 에너지 분야 협력 가능성에 대해서 들어보겠습니다. 에스토니아에 진출한 한국 기업들 중에서 가장 기억에 남는 기업이 있다면 어디를 꼽으시겠습니까?
Yes, we are very happy that we have good cooperation and investments from Korean companies like SK Square investment to the Estonian Clean Tech Fund. Also, more specifically for companies, we have LG Energy Solution, we have HD Hyundai, big and very experienced companies. And here we are also very happy to say that investing in Estonia is very easy. We have very good digital solutions, and we have this one-stop shop for the foreign investment soft landing. It's called the Estonian Investment Agency, and they have the page investinestonia.com.
최근 LG 에너지 솔루션이 참여한 에스토니아 최대 규모의 에너지 저장 장치가 가동을 시작했는데요. ESS가 에스토니아의 에너지 자립에 영향을 실제로 미치고 있다고 보시는지요?
Yes, for sure. We see that especially when desynchronizing from the Russian system, we keep our own stability in the system. And for the stability reserves, the ESS is really crucial. So we see that this energy storage system is enhancing the stability of the regional electricity grid. And it is also, which is very important for consumers, mitigating high peak electricity prices for consumers. So for democratic nations, having renewable energy storage capacity is crucial for enhancing this energy independence. And also it's heartening that this investment incorporates technology from the free world who we share the same values with. When it comes to batteries, batteries are able to respond to fluctuations in the power system very effectively. And this modern capacity, this significantly reduces the costs for balancing the Baltic electricity system. And this is also important for the final cost of the electricity price for consumers. And the Eesti Energia, Estonian Energy, they announced this tender for this large storage supplier in the summer of 2023, and the battery storage already commenced operations February 1st, just prior to the desynchronization of the Baltic electricity system from the Russian grid. So everything was done as planned and in time.
2023년 HD 현대와 엘코젠 간 4,500만 유로 규모의 투자 협약, 또 범한 퓨얼셀과도 엘코젠 간의 협약 체결이 있었는데요. 에스토니아 현지에서의 반응은 좀 어땠는지 말씀해 주시기 바랍니다.
I would say previously Estonian people knew Korea for being the great IT country and the startup nation. But now these investments in clean tech and these cooperations in the energy sector, they have been viewed very positively, and we are very happy for this cooperation. And it's really been met with enthusiasm and optimism. And the collaborations are also viewed as a significant endorsement of Estonia's growing prominence in the clean energy sector, particularly in the hydrogen technology. And in Estonia, we see that hydrogen technologies have great potential in the fields of storage and also the chemical industry. So due to the global warming issues, the development of hydrogen fuel cell technology is really important for achieving carbon neutrality. And under these terms of the agreement between the Bumhan fuel cell and Elcogen, they will supply the specific technology which offers efficient solution to green hydrogen and emission-free energy production. And as a result, this reduces the commercial costs, so customers can have affordable energy solutions, and we can achieve the net zero targets.
에너지를 효율적으로 잘 활용하는 것도 중요할 텐데요. 스마트 그리드가 만들어갈 전력망의 미래에 대해서는 어떤 관점을 갖고 계신지 궁금합니다.
Yes, you are very correct. It's very important to use energy efficiently. And also here it is interesting for consumers if they can have digital solutions which can actually adjust when to use the power. For example, we have the Estonian companies producing these solutions which digitally actually affect the usage and steer the usage. For example, should your car charge, your EV, when the electricity is low price? So people don't have to think about this. We can use digital solutions also and to optimize the grid usage. And also from a legislative perspective, we have introduced legislation to allow for both the storage market, so it will be beneficial for customers, and also for this kind of steering the usage via digital solutions.
결국에는 내연 기관차에서 전기차로 가는 방향성에는 틀림이 없다라는 얘기를 많이 합니다. 에스토니아에서는 전기차 전환이 어느 정도 이루어졌는지 궁금하고요. 또 전기차 충전소라든지 인프라 시설은 잘 갖추어져 있는지 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Yes, thank you for this question. Estonia is a small country, but also we have very few people. We have 1.3 million people, and they are living in maybe 4 or 5 bigger cities, but then very sparsely populated outside in the countryside. So actually transport is very important for Estonia. And I must say in the cities we have already developed quite well the EV charging infrastructure, but further out in the countryside there are still good possibilities for companies to invest in this. And when it comes to the transitioning to the EVs, I think it is important that also EVs, the price of the EVs becomes compatible so that people can afford the cars. And we know here also Korea is doing some great work. And we are also from the government side supporting the buying of the EVs. But we still see also that Next to the private cars, it is also important to further this ride sharing, and also sustainable public transit in cities is also very important.
앞으로 에너지 분야에서 한국 기업과 어떤 협력을 이어가실 생각을 갖고 계신지 말씀 부탁드립니다.
Estonia presents strong opportunities for Korean foreign direct investment, and also I think mainly in the energy sector, leveraging the renewable resources, also the digital expertise and the strategic political location. Whole of Europe needs more renewable production capabilities and smart solutions in energy. And the key investment areas include the green hydrogen, smart grids, offshore wind, but also one issue we haven't talked about yet, the small modular nuclear reactors, which we are looking into, the SMRs. And also carbon capture technologies, which is still early days, but important to be open for innovation and look to the future. So Estonia has a very business-friendly environment. We have very easy and very low level of bureaucracy. And we also have advanced digital infrastructure and the access to the whole European market. And this makes it an attractive hub, I think, for Korean energy companies when they are seeking for European expansion. And with the growing energy ambitions of Estonia and Korea's technological strengths, I think there is significant potential for mutually beneficial partnerships in clean energy and innovation.
마지막으로 현 에스토니아 환경위원회 위원장으로서 한국 기업과의 관계 발전을 위해 어떤 계획을 가지고 계시는지요?
Yes, I am now the chair of the Environment Committee in the Estonian Parliament, and also on the Parliament level, we work a lot with parliamentary diplomacy. We also have, I am very happy to say, the Estonian-Korean Friendship Group, and I do hope that we will visit with a delegation also from the Parliament, and we can also help to bring together businesses. Like now we are here with a delegation, and I really see great potential in strengthening the partnerships with the Korean companies, and particularly in the areas where we align with both countries' green transition, the digital innovation, and the energy security. And Korea is a global leader in technology, renewable energy, and smart infrastructure. And this makes this collaboration for us mutually beneficial. So, of course, I am also personally very happy to first time visit Seoul. It's a beautiful city.
바야흐로 자원과 에너지 안보의 시대입니다. 이제는 에너지가 한 나라의 국가 경쟁력, 나아가 운명을 좌우할 핵심 경쟁력의 지표로 부상했는데요. 에너지 위기에 직면한 상황에서도 끊임없이 새로운 에너지 기술 개발과 투자를 통해 에너지 안보를 강화하고 국가 성장을 이끌어내고 있는 에스토니아 사례를 살펴봤습니다. 나아가 한국 기업과 추진하고 있는 에너지 분야의 다양한 협력과 발전 가능성도 엿볼 수 있는 시간이었습니다. 오늘 함께해 주신 요코 알랜더 에스토니아 의회 환경위원회 위원장님 말씀 고맙습니다.